Hello and welcome back to Let's Play UnderRail Expedition with me, BringItDon. So I did end up looking up the Taloski Manor just real briefly. I didn't look at any details, but it is associated with the series of quests with Abram that I didn't do. So I'm never going to go in there. I'm going to save it for my next playthrough. Alright, so he's not who I need to talk to, right? Let me double check. Yeah. Who do I need to talk to? I don't know where my housing is at, so that... Oh, is this it? I remember talking to a Morgan. Well dressed and clean shaved, this elegant looking man switches a suitcase he's carrying from his right to his left hand and moves to shake yours, doing so with a firm grip. Mr. BringItDon, I'm glad you have finally arrived. My name is Samuel Morgan, and I work for the Core City Housing Corporation as a real estate agent. As you're already informed, I'm here to introduce you to your new residence, present you with the keys, and answer any questions you might have. Alright, I can't wait to see it, Mr. Morgan. Yes, your enthusiasm is perfectly understandable, and in that case, I suggest we go inside and continue the conversation there. Follow me, Mr. BringItDon. I'm right behind you. Alright, there we go. I think I started exploring this area, but it was a dead end, wasn't it? Yeah, good start. Well, here we are now. First off, this is the entrance hallway. Care to explain the debris blocking the entrance? Do not be concerned with it. It'll be taken care of on city's expenses. On the city, whatever. Please allow me to explain the whole situation to you before you jump to conclusions. Structurally speaking, the building is in excellent condition. What you see here is only the product of an unfortunate accident caused by the previous owner, Mr. Hank Wardell, an aging northerner with too much time on his hands. What did he do? Make explosives? You can say that. At least, he was successful in creating an explosion powerful enough to demolish the whole residence. If you can call that a success. Mr. Wardell had a laboratory set up inside and apparently had an interest in experimenting with highly volatile substances for reasons unknown to anyone but him. The results were his premature death, of course, and the severe damaging of the building, as you can see. Now, considering that he had lived alone and had no known heirs, this building became city property after his unfortunate demise. Now it is being handed over to you, Mr. BringItDon. Now we move to the part that interests you the most, I presume. The renovation of the ground floor will be paid for by the city. You just need to visit Core City Housing Company office so that we can take care of that for you. The floor above and the floor below, however, will have to be funded from your own pocket, I'm afraid. Still, considering that you were gifted a very spacious residence in the most prestigious part of the Core City, I believe the deal is indeed fair. Interesting. Anyway, what can you tell me about the house layout before handing me my keys? Yes, well, the house, as I already mentioned, has 3 floors. The ground floor is where the living room, kitchen, dining room, as well as several other small rooms are located. The second floor has the main bedroom, gym, workout room, and a lovely balcony overlooking the entrance to the house. And finally, the basement level provides several rooms which can be arranged to your liking. Perhaps making a workshop if you are the crafty type, if I am to express myself in that manner. Just please, do not demolish the house like your predecessor did. I see. Can I have the keys now? But of course. Here's your key. He hands you the residence key. Do you have any further questions before we depart? Now where can I find Core City Housing Corporation? Our office is conveniently located just across the street from here. It is very difficult to miss. You've probably seen the furniture section from outside. That is the building. Now, our company offers numerous housing-related services you'll need in order to revert your residence back to its full glory. Is that all the questions you had, Mr. BringItDon? What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Your residence is situated in Core City's major residential district, and therefore one can expect much higher living conditions than anywhere else. Low crime rates, availability and proximity of goods and services providers, high-level sanitation. Need I go on? The bottom line is, you have nothing to worry about. Of course, with the faceless at our doorstep, nothing is certain anymore. But thankfully, our brave defenders will keep us safe from that menace. Okay. What else can you tell me about the previous owner, other than he demolished the whole place? Yeah, why won't the city pay for the whole renovation? While I, unfortunately, don't have an answer to that question, I feel the need to remind you of one thing. You've been given this residence completely free. You suffered no expenses for the property, nor the documentation, nor anything else. While it is true that it is not in the best condition at the moment, it is one of the largest and most prestigious residences in the district, which is also one of the most desirable living locations, not just in Core City, but in whole South UnderRail. I'm sure there were good reasons for the partial renovation. Now, did you have any other questions for me? Yeah, what else can you tell me about the previous owner, other than he demolished the whole place? I'm afraid I can't reveal any more of his personal details. Any other questions? No. Ah, well in that case, I bid you farewell, Mr. BringItDon. Trust me, after a bit of tidying up, your residence will look as good as new. And don't forget, Core City Housing Corporation's office is just across the street. Enjoy your new home. Well, thank you. Alright, let's go, I guess get this cleared up, and... So yeah, you can install workshops in the basement, which allow you to, or workbenches, which allow you to, is that icon over here? They give you bonuses to your crafting. I don't know what the bonus is, but there is a bonus for crafting. I want to say it's 15%, but don't quote me on that. We'll find out shortly. Yeah, do you know anything about Hank Wardell, the previous owner of my house? That old geezer? That old geezer. He's one of those not entirely on this side of the tracks kind of men. You know, a bit derailed. He had long gray hair and wore casual clothing, sometimes even torn in places, which wouldn't be strange to see if the man wasn't almost as rich as the oligarchs. And he was close. Let me tell you that. Close. What did he do to have so much money? I mean, his former residence must have been expensive to purchase. No one knows. That's the strangest part of all. All we know, we who live in the neighborhood, is that he arrived from the north and just dropped enough coins to buy the house. He was a reclusive man, dedicated to some strange experimentation within the depths of his lab. Well, when he wasn't spelunking around, leaving the residence empty for weeks, even. He wasn't unpleasant, though. A man could have had a nice chat with him, yet somehow, and this is strange, you'd always end up telling him more than he'd tell you. Always full of questions, and then he'd sometimes suddenly say goodbye in the middle of a conversation and leave. Is he a player character? You'd always end up telling him more than he'd tell you. Always full of questions, and then he'd sometimes suddenly say goodbye in the middle of a conversation and leave. And he had a bunch of coin, no one knew where, and he went spelunking all the time, so he's always exploring the caves. Okay. You mentioned experiments. Well, I don't know if they were experiments or what, but he had a lab and was always making chemicals and stuff. I know that because he had ordered a lot of specialized equipment and workbenches from us. In the end, that's what killed him. So all in all, he wasn't bad or anything like that. He was merely very, very strange. Hardcore strange, I'd say. He laughs. Alright, I was told to come here about my house's renovation. Wardell residence? Yes, Mr. Morgan already contacted me about that and mentioned the interior renovation. The city paid for the renovation of the ground floor only, and the renovation crew is ready to move in and get the job done. Now, if you're interested in doing other work on your home, we can discuss that right here, right now. Alright, I would like the ground floor renovated as soon as possible, but I'm interested in what else we can get done while I'm here. Sure, I've got the necessary catalogs at hand so that you can browse through. Also, until the basement and the second floor are renovated, only the ground floor can be accessed. Yeah, I'd like to have the basement renovated. The price of the basement renovation is 2,000 shares. Alright, got it right here. Boom. Excellent. Don't worry, it'll be as good as new after Core City Housing is taking care of it. And basement fit out. Electronic and mechanical. There we go. What's in your mind? I'd like to set up a workshop in one of the rooms for electronic and mechanical work, of course. Before you purchase any other equipment, I'd strongly recommend acquiring either electronic and mechanical workbench. Sadly, we don't have any available at the moment, so you might try purchasing one elsewhere. In that case, we'd be delighted to transport and install it for you. Do you know where I can get one of those? He shrugs. Unfortunately, I do not. They mostly sell fast. I don't think we'll be receiving any soon. Alright, well, how about leatherworking? Because I use a little bit of, well, no, I think just mechanics, right? Because what? Yeah, there are graffiti painted on the front side of my house. I'd like them removed. Oh, sure. We constantly have problems regarding free drones graffiti springing up throughout the city. So, to combat them, as well as other mischievous artists, the Core City Housing Corporation assembled a dedicated team of trained professionals. For 200 Sharons, we'll get those graffiti dominated in no time. I like to have a trophy head mounted on my living room wall. Can you help me with that? Sure. We're Core City Housing Corporation. We can do anything. Do you have that head on with you? Not at the moment. I'll be back with it. Okay. So before I do anything else, let's go check out the house. I should probably rent it, get the top floor renovated, actually. It's gonna be another 2,000. It's probably another 2,000. Oops, wrong thing. $2,500. I'm actually not interested in that right now. I'm more worried about getting the workbenches. So I guess I have to go find a merchant that's willing to sell the workbenches that I'm looking for. That's a little tedious. So we don't have power yet. Oh, look at this. Quite the bachelor pad. Alright, so I guess that goes up to the second floor. We do have shelves to put stuff in. Let's see. Yeah, it's a pretty spacious house. So it looks like you probably need to get power. We need to renovate the basement before you can get power. Alright, not bad. Alright, so yeah, I'm mostly concerned about the workbenches. I don't really care about anything else. I just want those bonuses to my crafting. Okay. So I guess he appeared once I got the house, or at least entered and exited. This mucky geezer seems preoccupied with digging through the large dumpster to the point of completely ignoring your inquisitive presence. Old, loose, and dirty is a description fitting of both his face as well as his clothes, and the awful smell emanating from him invokes the memory of searching for the armadillo drill parts through good old junkyard. Lastly, you're able to hear him muttering something to himself, but are unable to make sense of any of it. Would you be so kind to leave? I really dislike you digging through... that sounds very pretentious. Hey buddy, go dig through someone else's dumpster, okay? The man slowly turns around, squints at you with his deep-set eyes, then makes an angry face as if he's going to snarl at you. Soon, however, his face relaxes as he steps away from the dumpster and starts walking away. As he makes some distance, you can finally hear him grumbling something to himself. Alright, I don't think we're done with that guy. Wait, what is he doing here? What are you doing over here? Leave me alone, I ain't bothering no one here. I'm just gonna like break into my house. They did offer security for the house. That'd be worth checking out. Let's go to... Alright, well we have to go to SGS and talk to Tanner and Vera. But first I'm gonna stop by the merchants here, see if they sell the workbenches I'm after. So I'm trying to think with Mitchell. Wonder if he's associated with that series of quests that I don't have access to. Alright, so he doesn't have anything for me. Let's see. You do sell some powerful weapons for someone who seems to dislike violence. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sure. I need some batteries anyway. That works out. Let's go talk to a couple of the other merchants. I'm assuming you just talk to them about it. You don't actually have to go into their inventory and buy it. But I could be wrong. Alright, so no, it doesn't look like we can talk to... Well, let's see if I can sell stuff to him. Like these HE grenades. How many grenades do you want? 3. I also have plenty of... Last time I checked I only had 10k, so I haven't really been keeping track of it. So much better than I thought. Yay, 40. Well, that's something. I'll take it. Alright, now we're going back to SGS. We talked to the merchants there about workbenches as well. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go to all the stations and see about getting the workbenches. I also want to explore the Faceless Cave that I found here before I go to the Expedition DLC. We're very close to heading towards the Expedition. Stuff. I'm gonna go talk to Vera and Tanner. I want to explore that cave. I want to get the workbenches. Probably craft better gear at the workbench, and then we'll do the Expedition DLC. The only downside is having to transport all that crap, all my crafting materials anyway. That's so frustrating. I wish you get workbench in SGS. Actually, you know, it's probably worth going and talking to the merchants real quick. Who buys these? Probably engineering. Do they count as electronic weapons? What do they count as? Just a pistol. Okay. Taking that and that. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go talk to Vera first. She is in administration. Now, just because I'm turning this in doesn't mean I'm not going to continue looking for Laura Baker. Alright, yes? How can I help you, BringItDon? Show Vera the key card you found. Did this belong to the Bakers? Vera inspects the card. Yes, it is, but... She pauses. Why are you giving this to me? Where did you find this? What happened? I found it on a man's corpse in a deserted camp, located in the caves north of the rail crossing train station. I'm afraid that corpse was Terry's. Laura was nowhere to be seen. Vera opens her mouth to say something, but falls silent. Several seconds pass before she advances the conversation. This is very bad. The Bakers are wonderful people, and... Have you learned anything else about what happened to them? Any clues? Anything at all? I found out they were killed by the Acid Hunters, a group of scavengers from Core City. Scavengers? But why? How do you know all that? I met them and their leader, Cornell. Cornell confessed. They wanted to rob them, so they followed them to Rail Crossing. That is horrible, but it makes no sense. Why put in so much effort into robbing specifically Terry and Laura? The Acid Hunters wanted some special cube the Bakers had in their possession. Vera blankly stares at you. A cube? What cube? I was never told anything about any cube. I need to ask Tanner about this. He is the last one who talked to them. I mean, when they contacted us from Core City. So these Acid Hunters, what happened to them? You said you met them? Yes, in Core City. They were hiding in the sewers. Long story. Are they still there? They're all dead. I made sure they were dead before I left. Even though you get no immediate response, you have a feeling she approves of your actions. Just tell me one more thing. You said Laura's body was nowhere to be found. What if she is still alive? Cornell confessed he shot them both and left them for dead. I don't know what happened to her body. I know even less. Vera makes a lengthy pause, visibly distressed by the conversation. She then recomposes herself and continues. Well, thank you, BringItDon. I'll take the key card and speak to the rest of the council about this. She sighs. Okay, let's go talk to Tanner. Then we'll talk to the merchants in SGS, then we're going to go around to the other stations and see if we can't find a workbench. Where am I? Cantina, that's right. He nods. BringItDon? Okay. See, I found Cornell and the Acid Hunters. Tanner leans in curiously. Excellent. And what of the device? Did you get a hold of it? I tracked the cube thing to a Cortec research facility in Core City, but Cheritus snatched it before I could get to it. Tanner strokes his beard and speaks calmly. That is unfortunate. This makes your mission all the more important, since we cannot afford to leave a powerful artifact in the hands of religious zealots. There's an Institute of Chert located in the upper UnderRail. The Cheritus must have taken the cube there. You know what must be done, BringItDon. Find a way to infiltrate it and retrieve the cube. Okay. Well, thanks for explaining why. Is he actually... He is huge. He's like the only model that I've seen or noticed that's that big. Alright, let's go talk to... I know I already went to this merchant once, but I want to make sure, or see if he has the workbench available. Alright, so he does not. Let's go talk to Ezra one more time. Oops. Alright, let's go to Camp Hathor and Junkyard. So it seems like only one merchant is going to sell what I'm looking for, so... Well, that's going to make it easier or harder. Really, I'm only interested in the electronics and... Let's start at Camp Hathor, because I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't been to Camp Hathor in a long time. I don't remember who had what. Oh, here we go. You know, I'm really interested in purchasing that tailoring bench over there. He gives you a surprised look, as if unsure whether he understood you well. This one? This? I need that for my business. It ain't for sale. Can we make some deal? I haven't seen another one anywhere. You haven't seen another one anywhere else, and I need one. The stair jumps between you and the bench. Then he rubs his beard, scratches his head, and rubs his ear. After this unusual ritual, he answers, "No, I'm sorry. I mean, I made this one myself, and no. No, sorry. I'm willing to pay good money." He repeats the previous ritual, but a response comes a bit more quickly. "Okay, listen here. This cannot go under 1,000 sharons. If you want it so bad, that's the price. Otherwise, it'd hurt me business, mate." Alright, well, here's your money. Give him 1,000 Stygian coins. Well, the bench is yours to take. I'm going to miss it, but yeah, got coins to help me replace it. I can't take it right away. I'll see to it that Core City Housing Corporation guys deliver it to my house. Yeah, I dig. No problems with me. Alright, so yeah, I don't mind the tailoring one, but I'm definitely more interested in the other thing, which isn't going to be here, I don't think. Alright, let's go to Junkyard. So we got one of the benches, and then I just need to find the... Let's see, who would have it here? Probably Len, right? Is that his name? I think I'm still missing a black eel oddity. I might kill the one in, I need to find the one that's isolated. I think there's one isolated in that gambling den. It's not here. Maybe he's in Foundry. Just something I'm interested in trying real quick is killing the guy that's in the gambling den and seeing if it's gonna make all the other black eels hostile. If not, well then, hot dog. I'm also interested in what's in there. I should go talk to Fixer, get some adrenaline. So if I can find him when he's by himself. So if he comes through here, I'll probably kill him and get that, that oddity. Because I don't think I have the black eel oddity. I got the scrapper ones. Or one. I haven't got the, I don't think I have the black eel. I should probably check. But I don't think any of the bodies, I don't think any of them died when we attacked, yeah, whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna waste my time. Let's go to Foundry, see if we can't find a workbench. If I had to guess, that's where it's gonna be. And we still have that darn fishing quest to do as well. Alright, let's get out of here. What would be the fastest way to get back to Foundry? We need to take a metro. So probably just go to SGS. Then what I'll do is off camera, I'm going to move at least my crafting materials to Core City. I wish you could pay the housing corporation to move your loot. Like, I wish there was like a player stash and you'd be like, hey, can you get a moving crew to go, yeah, move all my stuff over to my house in Core City. I don't care if it costs 10,000 shares, so it'd save me so much time. I think it'd be worth the hassle. Especially, oh no, I forgot to get, I'm gonna have to go back to SGS. So I have that, that head. Oh, I need to go, shoot. Got started. Getting all flustered now. Because I have that, that head I can put on the trophy thing. I have that mounted as well. So my only piece of furniture in there, but Okay, so I put super steel in there. Let's see. $144, hot dog. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Alright, we're gonna hold off on that for now. What other merchants are here? And who would sell... Oh, there's the, I'll remember his name. There's a guy that sell... Or the electronics guy here. He might sell it. The guy that's in here, I think? Yeah, here we go. I'm interested in buying the electronic workbench with all the integrated equipment. This one? I'm using that. He coughs. I need it. Do you know where I can find one like that? I don't. I know I'm not helpful, but... He shrugs. I can't help you there, friend. Well, everything can be bought. You just have to name the price. His stare becomes glued to the workbench as he considers your words. With each passing second, you become more and more sure that he's indeed going to name a price. There are a lot of expensive tools in that thing, he coughs. If I were to sell it, it would have to be for no less than 1,200 shards. Yes, that's what I'm asking for it. Alright. Let's do it. I'll buy it for 1,200. Give him 1,200 Stygian coins. He coughs. Good. I'd help you carry it out of the store. My back's a bit friable. Old age. What can I say? I'm not carrying it either. I'll see to it that Core City Housing Corporation guys deliver it to my house. He nods. Alright, cool. So that's 2 workbenches. I still need the mechanical one. Where would I get the mechanical workbench from? I'm assuming it's just going to be 1 per town. Is it going to be in Junkyard? Oh, Rail Crossing. Yeah, let's go there. So I found 2 of them. So electronic one is in Foundry, and the tailoring one is in wherever. Camp Hathor. There we go. I knew I'd figure it out. Alright, so I'm going to assume it's this guy back here. So I wonder what those 2 people are up to. It's not this guy. Where would it be at? Oh, it could be this guy. Yeah, I found him. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Alright, how much are you asking for that mechanic's workbench? He slowly looks at the workbench. I got it from a mechanic in Core City. It's brand new. Short pause. 1 Kent, 3 wrenches. 1 Kent, 3 wrenches. Oh right, you ain't from around these parts. That's 1,300 shards. Oh, there's the money. The bench is yours, man. You taking it now, or... No. I'll see to it that Core City Housing Corporation guys deliver it to my house. Okay. Okay, so... what I'm going to do is... well, let's go to Core City. We'll have them deliver everything, and then off camera, I'm going to go grab... I'm going to start shifting everything to Core City. I'm not as worried about all my loot now as I am just... Have I finished exploring all this stuff? No, I can't go north. So I still want to explore this. Again, that'll all be done. I kind of want to do it before Expedition, because Expedition is going to take a while. So I could wrap up a couple of things, because this doesn't look like there's much more to do. I'm assuming the Faceless are gone now? I'm not sure. Off camera, I'll go see if they're still over there fighting the Praetorian security. Alright, leatherworking. You already read that. I recently purchased a tailoring workbench from a man in Camp Hathor. I'd like you to install it in my basement, please. Sure, delivery fee is 50 sharons. There you go. Alright, just tell us where to go. Look for a leather merchant called Fred. Can't miss him. And then let's see, electronic mechanical work. I recently purchased a mechanics workbench from Man and Rail Crossing. I'd like you to install it in my basement, please. 50 Stygian coins. Look for Travis. He has a small shop right near the entrance to Rail Crossing. And then electronic. Oh, wait, what? What about the, Yeah, sure, tool cabinet, why not? Yeah, we'll grab all of these. Now, why can't I do the... Hold on. Wait a second. Can I get the mechanical one in there? Let me reload this, because if I can't... I have to choose between mechanics and electronics. Electronic workbench from Man and Foundry. I'd like you to install it in my basement, please. I'll look for West Electronic Shop. Can you really only get one or the other? So I didn't have to buy one of those benches. Gosh darn it. Is that what I'm understanding? You only need one of those? You know what? Whatever. Let's just get those delivered. I'll buy all the upgrades for it or whatever. I don't care. Whatever. It's money. What am I going to do if I don't spend it, you know? What am I doing? Here we go. Alright, yeah, let's focus on the mechanics workbench. 50 Stygian coins. Alright. I'm gonna buy all of these. Leatherworking, he'll deliver that. Oh, here we go. Oh, it goes down here. Alright. Let's go check that out. I didn't realize that it shifted the, where the option to get it delivered was. That's my fault. Inattentiveness. There we go. Alright, let's head downstairs and check it out. Then we'll call it an episode. So how exactly does this work? Okay, so long as you're in here, you can craft. Alright, cool. So I guess that gives you all 3 bonuses on this side as well, as long as you're in one of these crafting. Awesome. I thought you had to use like the bench. I'm like, how do you get the bonus for all of them? It just gives you a passive for being in the area. Cool. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, hopefully I have all my crafting material and stuff transferred over here. That'll make it much easier. And I might do some more renovating. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle that yet. It's over there. Should probably drop some of this stuff off. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. If I do any crafting, there's still a couple things I want to do before we head to the Expedition DLC. We're really close to going there. I wouldn't mind exploring north of here and doing this area, now that I know that the coil spiders aren't that bad. And that should wrap it up for Lower UnderRail. Then we'll do Expedition, and there's also the Faceless Cave in Core City I want to explore. I don't remember how to get there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.